wrote it when I was going through a bad time with my wife, who I'm now very far estranged from. But I was thinking about it because, you know, when people split up, you have friends on both sides that start picking sides, and they start, you know, commenting and getting involved in it. And I was sitting out on our family farm one day, and I saw a crow fly by, and it was just making all kinds of racket, and flew off, and it brought another one, and then those two flew off. And by the time, I guess in about a 30-minute span, the sky was just completely filled with crows. It's what the old timers call a murder of crows. They gather forces so that they can push out whatever they don't want in their area. And it was something that I could see very much happening in the relationship between me and my now ex-wife. But so this is what the song, that was the inspiration behind this. It's called Murder of Crows. Well, there's something wrong with the world today, Lord, I feel it rising in usual way. But I don't feel like rising. Something's gone wrong today, Lord, I watch those birds fly away. But I don't feel like flying. All I know is it's got something do with you. No, no, she won't lie. Yeah, yeah. No, no. She learned to walk before she crawled. Home was gone before she called. There's no sense in lying. Find around, more is lost before it's found. She won't ever find it. And all I know is it's something to do with you. No, 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 she can't deny it. No, no. Something's gone wrong today. Watch those birds fly away. But I just don't feel much like flying.
I love that. I love that you can draw the symbolism from nature. I think that is just so rich. It's so rich.
For me, music is inspirational in so many ways from different things. I've heard songwriters talk about how they were inspired. You know, Neil Young, for example, he said it's like a butterfly and you have to catch it, you know. Mm-hmm. I've heard different ones talk about where it comes from. Some of the great songwriters, they speak of, well, you get an idea and then you go over it and you go over it and you go over it. And for me, I've never been able to do it that way.
Really?
Never have been able to. For me, it was always much more of, I've got to be deeply impacted by something for it to come out naturally. And this goes kind of to the heart of what I believe good music is. Right. And that is that music, I believe, comes from a source, whether it's inspired by a relationship, by nature, by something that impacts you deeply. Mm-hmm. The music that has always inspired me listening to other people's music is something I could feel.
Right.
When I started creating music, I realized something very quickly. It wasn't how well I played somebody else's music that made them feel what I was playing. It was how well I felt it as I played it. And then as I felt it, I realized they could feel it too.
Absolutely. That is so true. And we've seen that so many times. I know I can look at an artist playing, and you are just so correct with that. If they are feeling it and really projecting it out, you can't help but be impacted.
That's what I was going to say. Some of the best moments we've had at the home studio and from here have been those obvious moments, like the song you just did, that were from a story or something that happened in their personal lives.
Right.
and it comes out because you can really tell when they're performing that they're feeling it. Yeah, so it's a definitely a good. It's not every single musician that has that ability.
No. And it really separates them too, because you can have someone with immense talent and a beautiful voice, but if they're not feeling it, it's just a beautiful voice, you know.
Josette, I played in circuit bands. We opened up for Black Oak, Arkansas in a 32-week tour one time.
Wow.
And now that's going to date me. That's going to let you know how old I am. But on that level, you saw some of the best musicians in the world. I got into a tribute band one time, and we were a very successful tribute band. And over a time, my soul just started drying up, because when you were playing, you could be impeccable, playing it note for note, but you weren't feeling anything yourself. And that's what drove me deeper into music. And I said, I've got to feel